The Africans are very active in the church. They help out the church in anything it needs. Canadian Catholics could learn to just value the church here and to know that in Tanzania the church is vibrant there.
Meet Jeff Mascarenas, a former student of Toronto's Marshall McLuhan High School. Jeff and his fellow students, under the spiritual direction of the school chaplain, Stephen Carey, spent an interesting summer in a rural part of Tanzania. Living with lay missionaries of the Precious Blood Fathers, the students went to build windmills, dig wells, and get to know how African Catholics build their vibrant church community in the midst of many hardships and economic limitations. Jeffrey, a member of his school's media club, recorded his impressions as he and the other students went through the experience.
My experience in Tanzania kind of made me step back and look at my life and notice what stuff is important and what is trivial. And in Tanzania, many of the people are struggling to get by every day. They have very little money and very little food, and they have to walk miles for water every day. Much of their day is spent just going to the water hole and back.
With the day's experience of coming to meet the local people, I'm sure you have learned their situation. What other profession do you have?
We're grateful to have young people who come to see us and to work with us. They learn, we learn from them. And basically, through that experience, they're able to go back to Canada and talk to other people, to other young people, about the development that is going on through the missions. We are different, but we want to be together, to learn together, to understand each other.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Well, in our reflections, we were analyzing the experience, who was involved, and how it affected us, and how the hand of God was evident.
So we might start then, if you could consider one experience that you've had, what it was, who was involved, and how did you feel while you were participating in that experience?
Well, I remember when we went to the orphanage for the kids with AIDS, and I knew they were not being treated for it and that their life will soon end. So I felt really sympathetic. I believe the key issue is that AIDS among youth in Africa is increasing, and people are not educated about sexually transmitted diseases.
The digging of the foundations of the windmill, where the villagers, without being asked, helped us to dig those very deep holes. They were doing more work than I was doing, and I was glad that, yes, that they were helping and stuff, but I was also sad at the same time that something as simple as water is so scarce in parts of Africa that, it makes you appreciate what you have in Canada.
Seeing the water which the people of Kidalela were drinking out of, just to see this hole with this dirty water with people bathing in it, at first just shocked me to see that, especially coming from where I'm coming from, and having clean water readily available, and to see what these people were using was just shocking. And then afterwards, to see the clean water coming from the windmill just made me feel like I accomplished something, and that the people now have clean water to use.
When we went to Morogoro and we had a discussion with the seminarians there about why they decided to join the seminary, the story of Pentecost seemed relevant because just as the Holy Spirit came over the disciples of Jesus and they started building the church, the same here, the people of Tanzania, the Holy Spirit is empowering them to build the church here. courageous, and even though the church is thriving there, they still don't have enough priests to conduct their evangelization and to reach the people and provide them with what the people need. Even though the church is growing, they still don't have as many resources as they'd like to have. Despite that, they still go on. They still try hard to spread the church. Made me want to come back and even and introduce the possibility of even becoming a lay missionary myself to come back and help the people of Tanzania, because I could see that they were doing a lot of good work in Tanzania, helping the people, and it was inspiring and made me want to come back for sure.